back. You might be feeling a little superstitious today because it's Friday the 13th. And, you know, typically, she's doing her little thing, and typically there's 2 or 3 of those days a year, and they're all known for bad luck.
That's how, you know what we're talking about. Friday the 13th. Right. So what started all this? We spoke with the urban legend experts at Snopes.com, and here's what they said about possible startups to why Friday the 13th became known as a bad, unlucky day. Let's start with the number 13. Some experts say our aversion to the number started when our early ancestors, not too bright, first learned how to count. Now, primitive man had 10 fingers that they knew of and 2 feet. They probably ignored the toes, so they couldn't go any higher than 12. The next number was a mystery, and therefore, that's what turned it into a superstition. I'm not sure. What happened to the toes? Why wouldn't you think? You know, you can move them around, count them, then it would be 20.
Primitive man. That's all you have to say right there.
Gotcha.
I grew up in New York City in a big apartment building, and anytime I would go into a building, I would always look at the elevator, the numbers, and there was never a 13th floor. So that was since I've been a kid.
You know what I was thinking? Because we were just recently in Korea, and we stayed on the 14th floor until my mother had us move, because that is really the 13th floor.
Really the 13th floor, yeah.
Some countries, though, don't observe this. They have a 13th floor. Right. They ignore it.
And how are those countries doing?
Well, we'll move on now. And here's another one. Fridays have historically been known as unlucky. Some experts think it could be because it's the last day of the work week, and unlucky things seem to happen as the week winds down. Scholars also believe that Jesus Christ was crucified on a Friday and that Eve tempted Adam with an apple on a Friday. How would you figure that out?
That makes sense, though, as far as the, the things that happen on a Friday. You're done
tired
with the week. You're tired. You're not focused. Makes sense.
All right, that one we'll go with. Yeah. We're going to move on to the third one. Friday the 13th could also even be bad for your health. Now listen to this. According to a 1993 study in the British Medical Journal, the number of people taken to the hospital because of accidents goes up as much as 52% on Friday the 13th. It's almost because if you think it, it's going to happen.
Right. And if you're overly cautious about anything, you overthink anything, a mistake will happen or something weird.
Right. You think it, and all of a sudden you're doing it, and you don't even realize it.
That stat does not surprise me.
I'm not going to trip over that rock. What do I do? I'm on the ground.
Trip over the rock, yeah.